Hello, everyone, and welcome to Go Local Live. I'm Go Local News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for joining us this Friday afternoon. If you haven't seen on Go Local, Congressman David Cicilline did make statements pertaining to Special Counsel Robert Mueller's report being released, what he sees as next steps, but is not going to be calling for the president to be impeached. You can read that on golocalprov.com. But as we do most Friday afternoons, we kick off with former state representative, former Deputy Secretary of State, now heads up the nonprofit Stages of Freedom, Ray Rickman, to give his big view.
So I said, well, since David Cicilline's talked about Trump, I'm relieved of that responsibility this week. Everyone else can do it. So about 10 plus years ago, Dr. Rashid Kumar, and I created Shape Up Rhode Island. A year later, Dr. Brad Weinberg, medical student at the time, Rashid Kumar and I was the junior partner in that, let me clarify, I was busy at the nonprofit, we created a profit organization, Shape Up the Nation. We were at the cutting edge, ahead of almost everybody on wellness in the corporate workplace. The very first year we went up and we got CVS, we got Brown University, we got TACO, we got the Rhode Island Foundation, 8 corporations, biggies. And we were thrilled, and they put their employees in, about 7,000 employees in year one. We expected 2,000, we got 7. I went to Brown because Brown had a black population in their corporate workforce. Most of them working in the kitchens, but a few college professors and black administrators and a few Latino folks. And we went to TACO because they had lots of Latino folks, many of them Mexican. And Shape Up Rhode Island was 92% white and 8% minority. And it was fascinating to see how it worked. Wellness, new concept for most people. Eat better food, eat less food in most instances, exercise more, walk 10,000 steps a day. Doesn't sound like a very hard process because wellness is changing your lifestyle. 98% of diets do not work, so you don't do diets. You change your lifestyle. Quit putting that food in your mouth. So Governor Kacheri, I remember, bless him, and of course his wife, they were very helpful to us. It was a very good first year. Rashid and I loved what we were creating. And we were first in Rhode Island. It really was something. Later, with Shape Up the Nation, we did good things. I helped raise the money. I was a consultant on the side, and it grew and grew and grew successfully. And after 7 years, it was sold to Virgin. And that's what exists today. Day before yesterday, a stunning report that made me unhappy. It says 82% of corporations now do some form of wellness, serious wellness programs. But little has changed. The diabetes rate keeps climbing, the high blood pressure rate keeps climbing, you name it, and there's almost no improvement in our health, almost none. At Stages of Freedom, people regularly tell me they will not come because the time they came before, they had to park 3 blocks away. You would have thought they had to park 4 miles away the way they talk. They don't walk 10,000 steps a day. They don't do 5. They don't do 2 if they can help it. They like to park at the front door of wherever they're going. At Stages, at Shape Up Rhode Island, we used to give people tips. Here's one of my favorite ones, and I'll give it to you today, Good Friday. You ready? You go to the grocery store, and you park park where the employees park, as far from the front door as possible. And you'll get 600-700 steps instead of parking next to the handicap spot, in which you get 40-50 steps, tops. If you do that a whole year and you go to the grocery store 50-60 times, you will have gotten 30,000 steps that you would not have gotten otherwise if you parked next to the front door. That's my Easter gift to you. These studies say almost nothing's changed. But the study concludes, this is Chicago and Harvard universities the study concludes by saying, in spite of wellness programs being 10 years old, most corporations just jumped in the last 4 or 5. This changing our lifestyle stuff is new, and we're not changing our lifestyle. So, when you go to the grocery store today or tomorrow in preparation for Easter Sunday, and Happy Easter, park as far from the front door as you can. Now, the person in the car with you, there's going to be a little struggle and a little fight. But you tell them, Ray Rickman said, I need to walk 10,000 steps a day, and this is how I start. Happy Easter.